everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make an I-cord using DPNs or double point needles. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and let's dive on in. So I'm going to show you the materials I'm using, which I have these 4mm DPNs from Knit Pro, and the yarn I'm using is the alpaca and cotton yarn in colour 22 Cosmos. Now that's out of the way, let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is create a slip knot to be able to cast on the stitches for our I-cord. So I'm just popping my needle through, and I'm going to cast on 4 stitches using long tail cast on method. If you haven't done this before, there is a video up in the cards and down below. So I'm just casting those on, and I'm just going to make sure they're nice and tight, but not too tight that I can't get my needle through. So the 4 stitches are there looking happy, and what we're going to do is make sure we don't work with the tail edge but the yarn coming from our skein, and we're just going to knit this first row completely normally, nothing fancy, just as you would normally knit. So I'm just going to go and do that now. If you find that your stitches are a little loose, all you need to do is pull the tail end of your cast on and it will just tighten those up nicely for you. So now that my first row is done, we are going to start the process of knitting in an I-cord fashion. So what you need to do is slide those stitches to the other end of your DPN, and you want to make sure that yarn is coming out of what is the stitch closest to you or the back stitch and going round the outside, like Eminem said. And what we're going to do is just knit those 4 stitches as normal. And now we repeat that process again and again and again until we get our I-cord to the length that we desire. So I'm just going to do that again. I'm going to grab my yarn and work the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to be doing exactly the same thing, sliding it along, and I'm going to make sure that yarn is looping round the back of my stitches, bringing it to the front to be able to go and knit with that yarn. So I'm simply going to slide my needle in and do that again, and you want to make sure you do that every single time to make sure you're working in an I-cord rather than knitting. So if you ever get stuck, just check where that yarn is coming from. If it's going along the back of your stitches, you are absolutely fine. So I'm just going to speed through making my I-cord because you don't need to see me do it 12 million more times. And then we are going to cast off and finish this I-cord. So to cast off, what we need is a tapestry needle, and in addition to that, a pair of scissors. So I've got both of those here, and I'm simply going to cut the yarn, leaving a tail that is large enough to be able to put it on my tapestry needle and thread through the stitches. So I'm just sliding that through my tapestry needle, which is always a challenge for me, and I'm just putting those stitches onto the tapestry needle. So all I'm going to do is pull that yarn through with the tapestry needle, making sure the eye goes through all the stitches and making sure the tail does not get caught. And I'm going to pull really, really tight, and that will secure the end of the I-cord. There you go, well done, you've completed your first I-cord. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe. This is an example project that I recently finished, which is the beret from Sachiko Bergen, and you can see how great I-cords truly can look. Thanks for watching this video. I will see you in the next one.